Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in to my super chat. Thank you so very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. And people, just thank you so very much. We have a lot to talk about. And the interesting thing is, every single day we find out something new about Andrew McCabe. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And apparently, ladies and gentlemen, and this is exactly pretty much what happened, Andrew McCabe started an investigation something like a day before the Muller special counsel started an investigation a day before and said to Rod Rosenstein, well, you are a witness. You better comply, and you're part of all of this. And we want to know why you let the Honorable James Comey go. And could it be because Trump was working with a foreign country? And then Rosenstein then allegedly states, well, you know what? If you want, I can wear a wire and say, Mr. President, why don't you just speak into this lapel? Now, he's offering, either one of two things took place. Either he's offering to record the President of the United States of America, or what he states is that, well, it was just a joke. I was just joking, and I wasn't serious. And McCabe was trying to strong-arm me. What McCabe did, ladies and gentlemen, was utilize his position to basically damage control. What he did was he said, look, Eric H526, thank you very much. Eric H526, thank you. What he basically did was he utilized his post at the FBI to initiate an investigation of President Trump. Even though there was no evidence, the Steele dossier was the only piece of information, in addition to Alexander Downer's gossip, in addition to Peter Strzok's visit to London and the information derived there from Christopher Steele. They had no evidence that Trump worked with. There were no emails, there were no photos, there were no suspects. There was nothing, even the indictments of Russian intelligence officials. Company one is the reason you have any type of indictment pertaining to Russian intelligence officials and infiltrating the DNC. We have no evidence that the DNC was even hacked or infiltrated. There is no evidence. The evidence is CrowdStrike. That's it. CrowdStrike was supposedly gave the U.S. government pristine copies of the DNC servers, and we're supposed to trust these copies. So let's just read. Sarah Carter has a great article out. Tom Fitton was on Fox today. This evening, Andrew McCabe opened Trump investigation a day before Rosenstein announced Mueller's probe. Judicial Watch announced today it obtained a 2-page memo dated May 16, 2017 by then acting FBI Director Andrew McCabe, detailing how then Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein proposed wearing a wire into the Oval Office, quote, to collect additional evidence on the president's true intentions. Now, this is unheard of. No one has to debate or has to decipher the president's intentions when he fires or hires anyone within the executive branch. That is within the Constitution, his authority within the Constitution. There's no reason to second guess or question what a president does. He's won the presidency. You can then say, well, he was wrong or he was right, but his motives could be a whole bunch of different motives. And it's not, in this case, it was never working with a foreign power because he was so frightened of of Russia, and he knew that Comey had the goods on him. Carl's Opinion! Good evening, Mr. Goodman, mods in chat. Thank you, Carl's Opinion, very, very, very much. Thank you. Thank you for your support, and it allows independent voices, journalists, pundits, YouTubers like myself to just speak my mind. I'm the only person. Carl's Opinion. I want you here throughout the election, not only because you're such a great supporter of mine, and I do appreciate the generosity, but also because I want everyone here at this moment at HA After Dark, when most people are asleep, this is the one place where we can enjoy the absolute mayhem and chaos of politics for the next year. This is going to be a year where Clinton loses to Trump again. Now, it's not only when she runs, it's not only if she runs, it's when she runs. Biden's out. He's done. He's done. He fought cornflakes, and it's over. Grape Nuts has a better chance of winning than Biden. Cockroach! Thank you. So, Carl's Opinion, thank you so very much. Satoshi, hello. Carl's Opinion, Joe Biden fought Grape Nuts and Captain Crunch, and he even tussled with Lucky Charms. And still, that wasn't enough to overshadow the Ukraine issue. $3 million given to Hunter. $3 million, $1 billion deal. Suddenly, this is regarding China. Apparently Hunter does not have the knowledge or the skill set to warrant this money. Okay? So now we have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where this is like all-encompassing. This is all-encompassing. You have Andrew McCabe's about to get indicted. You have the IG report coming out. You have cornflakes and Count Chocula and Cocoa Puffs and Wheaties. They've defeated Biden, and Biden's defeated himself. He never got more than 1% in Iowa, and now he has to deal with this. They tried to get President Trump. It all points to Biden's corrupt. He's on video in front of the Council on Foreign Relations bragging about what he did. What they're accusing Trump of doing, he's on video. Okay? So it's like the original Professor Chaos. Hello. Eric H526, hello. Everyone, hello. He's on video bragging about hold on, let me see if you can, want to make sure that you have a good view of Madam Cyberhack. He's on video bragging. Okay, then you have the fact that we're finding out Andrew McCabe initiated an investigation, and now we're finding out that the investigation was before the Muller probe, or a little bit before, that had to do with ensuring that Rod Rosenstein would play ball. He did the same thing, mind you, ladies and gentlemen. He did the same thing with they did the same thing with, what's his name? Sessions. So they did the same thing with Sessions, everyone. And so, let's recap. You have a Steele dossier that Clinton purchased. Alexander Downer is basically giving information to the FBI. He's linked to Clinton. James Comey covers up Clinton's crimes. Basically, she utilized a private server outside of the United States government. Said that there was no intent. Of course, there was intent. Top secret and special access program intelligence. on servers outside of the United States government with no security. Greatest cybersecurity espionage criminal activity of all time. They initiated an investigation into President Trump. They find nothing. The investigation is initiated by information all linked to Clinton. And that's in the article that I wrote in the Federalist. Basically all roads lead to Clinton, and that was shared by Rush Limbaugh twice on his radio show. During the investigation of Trump, they say it's an insurance policy. Peter Strzok says, we will stop Trump. And they lose. Basically, the roof caves in when he fires James Comey. James Comey has these memos that he writes that they take for gospel. And we find out that acting director Andrew McCabe begins initiating probes into Jeff Sessions and also Rod Rosenstein. And Rod Rosenstein even offers, according to McCabe, to record President Trump. All the while, James Clapper and Comey and Brennan, there are two intelligence reports where none of the intelligence reports are certain even that the DNC was even hacked. They come with warranty disclaimers that state high confidence judgments could be wrong. Okay. Now we find out after Muller found no evidence of any collusion, no evidence of election interference from Trump, no evidence of campaign finance violations, no evidence of anything, they fall back on obstruction. But now all of this is for Clinton 2020. There's a farce and a theatrical performance called the DNC debates. They were mortified they lost in 2016. It's a political machine. Madam Cyberhack runs the show with Bubba Bill. They've spent 3 years deceiving and pretty much programming millions and millions of people to say that, well, Russia interfered in the election, but they don't really explain that Russia interfered in the election to inform the country that Bernie Sanders was cheated, thus giving Clinton the popular vote, while miraculously swing states are given to Trump. Nobody knows how that happened. Now they're saying that President Trump asked a foreign country, yet again, to interfere in the election. Their version of interference is finding out criminal activity that they commit. Loud citizen! Film of future Hillary age 100 in 2047. She's running for president 10th time. On her 100th birthday, just uploaded to Loud Citizen, stronger than ever. Loud citizen! Yes. Yes. I have to check that out. Film of future Hillary. Age 1. I have to check that out. Carl's opinion, Loud Citizen. Thank you so very much. So you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where Madam Cyberhack is all over the place. She's all over the place. And I'll just read you this. The memo, which this is sarahcarter.com. Sarah Carter, brilliant journalist. The memo, which is redacted in key sections, purports to serve as a, quote, contemporaneous recollection. Oh, I love this. This is coming from the guy who lied 3 times under oath, 2 FBI agents, of a meeting that day in Rod Rosenstein's office. This is May 16, 2017 at 12:30 p.m. The meeting included Rosenstein, Deputy Assistant AG for Intelligence, and Principal Associate Deputy Attorney General in Rosenstein's Justice Department office. So these two people should have been hauled off to Congress. McCabe writes he began the meeting by telling Rosenstein that he, quote, approved the opening of an investigation into President Donald Trump to investigate allegations of possible collusion between the president and the Russian government. So allegations, no evidence. Why don't we investigate Biden under the allegations of Giuliani? Why is that not possible? Carl's opinion! Do we have any idea when Joseph Mifsud was first contacted by Clapper Brennan to speak to George Papadopoulos in April 2016? No, I don't think we do, but we do know that Mifsud backtracked his statement. So in 2017, before the Mueller probe, he spoke to agents and backtracked and said, "Nah, I didn't really say anything to Papadopoulos. I didn't say anything that was any controversial in any way. I didn't say that we had information on the DNC emails or anything like that." So if you look, Carl's opinion, thank you so very much. Thank you again. Carl's opinion, if you look, Joseph Mifsud, Daily Caller has a great article. Joseph Mifsud, Daily Caller, backtrack. Okay, so Mueller claimed Joseph Mifsud lied to the FBI, but he wasn't charged. So Mueller claimed Joseph Mifsud lied to the FBI about Papadopoulos contacts, but he wasn't charged. This is, of course, a double standard. Chuck Ross, investigative journalist, great journalist at the Daily Caller, April 19, 2019. The special counsel's report alleged Joseph Mifsud made false statements to the FBI regarding his interactions with George Papadopoulos. So the guy lied. Mifsud was also reported to have lived for months at an apartment owned by Link Campus, a Roman university, a Rome university that has ties to Western intelligence. Papadopoulos pleaded guilty in the Mueller probe to lying to the FBI about his contacts with Mifsud, who has not faced charges. No, he apparently forgot about an email. There was an email communication, and he forgot, and then they got him on obstruction. I mean, it's unbelievable. Two reports published Thursday add to the mystery of Joseph Mifsud, a Maltese professor at the heart of the Russia probe. Special counsel Robert Mueller alleges in his report on the Russia investigation that Mifsud lied to the FBI about the timeline of his contacts with George Papadopoulos, the Trump advisor, whom the FBI claims was a catalyst. Okay, so again, this is all, and they utilized, by the way, Doug 610. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug 610. Go. Thank you, Doug. Doug 610. Thank you. So, Carl and Doug, the development raises questions about Mifsud, including whether he is more closely affiliated with Russia or with the West. A brilliant journalist, Elizabeth Voss, broke this story in early 2017. It is not clear why Mifsud was not charged in the Mueller probe. So the guy lied, and the report does not discuss whether the charges were considered against the Mifsud, but his treatment is in contrast with how the Mueller team handled Papadopoulos. So he made one false statement, and they charged him with lying to the FBI. It's unbelievable. And by the way, the false statement was about an email. That's it. And so you have a situation where, and then when he was asked, he backtracked. So when he was asked about his dealings with Papadopoulos, he said, it wasn't really that big of a deal, and da 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 da. So what's he gonna say? Yeah, I had knowledge of. What could he possibly say? Of course he's not going to say anything. So, what is he possibly going to say? So, Mifsud, he already backtracked. They have gossip and hearsay. They go after Trump. There's William D. Campbell, who said that the Russians were giving the Clinton Foundation money simply to grease the wheels to expedite the purchase of uranium, and they don't call William D. Campbell a whistleblower. They say, well, where's your evidence? It's just your word. And they go for when it has to do with the word of other people that they find credible, meaning it fits their narrative, they believe. If it's anything, if the golden moo is harmed in any way politically, they don't believe them. Anyone who's making a disparaging remark or just simply saying, hey, yeah, that money flow, yeah, that was to grease the wheels, okay? Let me see here. There is a great article. What Professor really told FBI about Trump, Russia, and Papadopoulos. And documents that, that his contacts with Papadopoulos a year earlier during the 2016 presidential campaign were mostly innocuous. He made that point in an FBI interview and a follow-up email to agents. He went out of his way to say there was no talk of sinister cybersecurity intentions, such as a plot to hack Hillary Clinton's email. So, they already backtracked. Mifsud already backtracked. And instead of, it's so obvious what they're doing. It's so obvious. They're not fooling anyone. That's why we're waiting. We're all waiting for, once McCabe gets indicted, it's game over. Kabuki Theater! Do we know yet if the IG will make referrals for of Andrew McCabe, James Comey? Do they do they walk into glory like Madam Cyber? Kabuki Theater soon. We have the imminent indictments of Andrew McCabe. Comey in the future, I'd say. Rumi! Hey, H.A., is Hillary on? Rumi, thank you as always. I hope all is well. Rumi, beautiful name. One of the great poets, if not the greatest poet of all time. And thank you so very, very much. I do believe the golden moo will rise above the DNC yet again. It's going to happen. It is going to happen, Rumi. Kabuki Theater, McCabe, that's imminent indictment, future indictment for Comey, under both of them eventually under the U.S. Code 371 statute I write about in The Federalist. Loud Citizen! Hillary turned 72 in October 2020 as her 3rd, 4th, 2024, 5th, 2028. That's right. 6th, 2032, 7th, 2036, 8th, 2040, 9th, 2024, 10th, 2040. She'll have her 100th birthday the previous October on Loud Citizen channel. Yes! So 100 is a charm. 2048. Hello. Rumi! Thank you, Rumi. Amazing, amazing poet. And thank you so very, very, very much. As always, Rumi, thank you. So, Andrew McCabe said, listen, Hot Rod, if you don't want any trouble, you'll do as we say. Okay? So let me place this recording device where the sun don't shine, Hot Rod, and you just do what you're told. McCabe writes he began the meeting by telling Rosenstein, quote, he approved the opening of an investigation of President Donald Trump to investigate allegations of possible allegations. Nick DiPaolo is the man. I love Nick DiPaolo. He goes, allegations of possible collusion between the president and the Russian government, possible obstruction of justice related to the firing of James. How is James Comey obstruction of justice? He had no information on Trump. And Andrew McCabe is under oath, I think it was to Kamala Harris, saying, yeah, everything is fine. Everything is fine. We have no problem at all. How is that obstruction? He wrote the Comey letter that they say sunk Clinton's campaign. So, he was insubordinate. He was completely insubordinate. What more do they want? Like, what are they? It makes no sense. Comey should have been fired a long time ago, or in Obama's administration. In justifying his investigation, McCabe refers to the memos Comey secretly wrote on meetings he had with President Trump. In an NBC interview with Lester Holt, McCabe writes he, quote, informed Rosenstein that as a result of his role in the matter, I thought he would be a witness in the case. Okay. It's like, Rosenstein responded by recounting his discussion with President Trump, then Attorney General Sessions. I mean, you cannot do this. And if McCabe, listen, this is an existential issue for President Trump's administration, but not just that, an existential issue for the country. You cannot allow rogue law enforcement officials to decide the course of U.S. Not just foreign policy, the course of America. You know, you can't do that. You can't do that. And Jim Jordan is right. If this can happen to a president of the United States, they can do this to anyone. The full text of McCabe's memo is this. So this is what McCabe writes. Okay? This is really unbelievable. Rumi, thank you. Carl's Opinion, thank you. Kabuki Theater, thank you. Loud Citizen. You know what? That is a good joke, actually. That is a good joke. Loud Citizen, thank you. So let's read exactly what Andrew McCabe, and let me tell you, people, when Andrew McCabe gets indicted, the roof's going to cave in on the entire rotten edifice of this whole thing. The roof is going to cave in. But here, let's read this. Tuesday, May 16, 2017, at 12:30 p.m. on May 16, 2017, I met with Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein in his office at the Department of Justice. Also present were Tanisha Gore and Jim Crowell. The following is a contemporaneous recollection of the main topics we discussed. Don't you love these like corrupt officials when they write their memos? It's almost like it's like a bank robber. Like, just want to let everybody know I did not drive to the bank at this hour, and I did not go into the bank. I did not, pry into the door late at night, and I did not pry into the safe, and I did not leave with duffel bags full of money and gold. That did not happen. Signed, Willie Sutton. I began telling him that today I approved the opening of an investigation to President Donald Trump. I explained that the purpose of the investigation was to investigate allegations of possible collusion between the president and the Russian government. That's absurd. That is the most absurd thing ever. It is so absurd. It is so absurd. Rumi, thank you again. It is just, the whole thing is just so absurd. They initiated an investigation before even the Muller probe. They have multiple investigations going, and it's the United States government, based on hearsay and gossip, there's no evidence at all, that he worked with Russia to hack the DNC. Why would he do that? And furthermore, isn't it the DNC that actually committed a crime? This entire narrative is predicated upon informing the American public of the criminal activity of Democrats. It's unbelievable. It is completely and utterly unbelievable. I explained that counterintelligence investigations of this sort. Counterintelligence? It's not counterintelligence when you're investigating the American president. Hello? If you want to talk about counterintelligence, the entire planet has Clinton's emails. If Comey and Strzok and McCabe were keeping America safe, yeah, we've got major problems. These people are completely inept in every single way. They're even failures at criminality. They fail at criminality. They fail at being underhanded. They can't even get. They had every single advantage, and they couldn't even get a setup and a fabricated probe right. It's pretty unbelievable. It's really pretty amazing what they couldn't do. I made clear, last week to reporter Lester Holt that he connected the firing of the FBI of the director of the FBI Russia investigation. No, he didn't. But also on the several concurring comments the president made to Director Comey the last few months, they started a probe. These comments include president's request of assurance of loyalty. There's no evidence of that, and it's purely gossip and hearsay. And how many people resigned from President Obama's administration? He got complete and absolute loyalty, and he didn't even have to apparently ask for it. Statements about the Russia investigation, the investigation of General Michael Flynn. Michael Flynn, by the way, just pleaded the fifth and said he's not going to go testify before Adam Schiff. Michael Flynn needs to be pardoned tomorrow. And let them just declassify everything right then and there. Finally, I informed the Deputy Attorney General as a result of his role in the matter, and I thought he would be a witness in the case. This is what they do. They intimidate people using the influence of the United States government. Bucolic Buffalo, you know what? She's running again? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. She is. It's just a matter of when, whether it's the day before Super Tuesday or tomorrow, we don't know, but she's running again. They utilize the full weight and influence. They utilize state power to intimidate, and they thought they could get away with it. And in doing so, the fact that he was compromised, the fact that exactly, Kabuki Theater, she's back. The fact that his wife received $700,000 from Terry McAuliffe and Democratic PACs. You see, they didn't factor. Okay, they're looking at James Comey's lying under oath right now. Doug Collins, Jim Jordan, all of them, including Michael Horowitz. When you spin such a web of deceit, you just can't keep up. McCabe's going to get indicted. James Baker, the top FBI legal counsel, is under criminal investigation. Peter Strzok almost certainly made statements that aren't backed up by what other people say. So they're always like, oh, that person lied under oath. It's like, no. By that standard, you have Comey, you have a whole bunch of people who made statements that were not accurate under oath. So go after them as well. And it's just, they don't like President Trump's personality, and this is what it comes down to. They can't stand his personality, so they're willing to create a very, very dangerous environment. They're willing to create an environment where the government is utilized against a president that they don't like. They went after their political opponent. They're the authoritarians. And then they say Trump is doing exactly what they did. They're the ones who are compromised with money flowing from Russia. And then they flipped everything. And now you have millions of people believing Trump is corrupt. They can't say exactly what he did. The IRS has his taxes, and they obsess over that. Muller found nothing. They still call him a Russian agent. They have nothing on Trump. Now, there's a litany of pay-to-play schemes with Clinton and the Golden Muumuu's Foundation. Litany, basically a graft machine. Then you have servers outside the U.S. government. Now you have stories about Biden that originated, they're obvious conflicts of interest, but they're stories, ladies and gentlemen, that originated in 2016, according to Congressman Devin Nunes. No, Lyle Budd, 762. Nope. No, the 308 also, they don't realize. The 308, they don't know anything about the Second Amendment, so it's kind of funny. But that is pretty much, what's taking place here. It's all a setup to pave the way for Clinton. Madam Cyberhack is running. I am the only person in all of media who is saying this now and has stated this since 2017. And be here when she announces. I'll do 3 live streams that day and 3 uploads. And you'll check out my other channel, H.A. Goodman's other channel. But we're waiting. Andrew McCabe is poking the bear. All the time. They don't want to investigate Joe Biden. First of all, Joe Biden's You're not. The campaign is done. The campaign is done. They know they cannot win with Biden. They know that they cannot win with Biden. They know this. They know this. This is not a secret. They cannot win with Biden. They know that. Okay? They're just simply paving the way. They're simply paving the way for the golden muumuu. Look. They know that they can't. Thank you, Eric H526. Thank you. If you look at Biden, you type in Biden, it's only negative stories. There is zero grassroots support for Biden or Warren. The only grassroots support that still exists, honestly, is Bernie Sanders. But Bernie Sanders promoted the same myth, the same absurd myth that said Russia informed the country he was cheated. So, it's really unbelievable. They cheat Bernie Sanders, then they pretend that they're at the forefront of progressive or left-leaning politics. They already showed their hand. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. And now they have a situation where Joe Biden was bragging about exactly what they accused Trump of doing. Then you have the issue. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard a negative story about Warren? A really negative story about Warren in the past 3 months? No, you have not. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Because Warren is the anti-Bernie, and vice versa. Bernie is the anti-Warren. They're two sides of the same coin. Okay? They're the little, flotation raft, little tiny, 1 foot by 1 foot flotation device to progressives. Here you go, insignificant voters. Here's a little, look what we have. We have Bernie. He could still win. And we have Warren. Yeah. We didn't cheat. We didn't cheat Bernie and then blame Russia for informing you that we cheated Bernie. Debbie Wasserman Schultz wasn't forced to resign. Warren didn't fail her DNA test. Everything's just fine. Oh, wait. There are problems? You mean Bernie and Warren can't raise really money? The $1.2 billion that Hillary raised? You mean all the money that Bernie and Warren raised are just going to go to Hillary again? That's interesting. You mean Biden is no longer really electable because he has controversies and pay-to-play schemes that, whereas if it was Clinton, they'd be like, nah, whatever, no problem. It's Madam Cyberhack. She can do whatever she wants. President Trump, White House, if you're listening, President Trump, if you're listening, tomorrow, this week, tweet the Council on Foreign Relations video of Biden immediately. If he's done that, let me know. I don't think he has. Tweet that immediately. Immediately, if there's anyone possibly listening. If there's a Fox producer listening, if there's anyone at the White House possibly listening, or anyone close to the Trump campaign, tweet that video of Joe Biden bragging about what they're accusing Trump of doing, which the wonderful, fantastic whistleblower actually doesn't even have direct knowledge of. Carl's opinion! They are afraid of Americans who shop Walmart. I've been to the Walmart in Indiana, and I can tell you, it's fantastic. It really is. They think we are capable of bad things and need to keep us seen and not heard. They hate Trump because for whatever reason, he gave us a very loud voice. Carl, exactly. Well said. They are afraid of Americans who shop at Walmart in Virginia. Well, Peter Strzok definitely doesn't like. They think we are capable of bad things and need to keep us seen but not heard. They hate Trump because of whatever reason. He gave us a very loud voice. Exactly. Carl's opinion. And your voice and my voice and our voice will get only louder. Trump's going to win again. He's going to defeat Clinton again. Clinton's going to enter the race. I don't know when, but she will. She will be defeated again. There's always 2024. There's always 2028. There's always 2032, like Loud Citizen, 2036, 2040, 2044, 2048. So, you know. And don't think I'm really joking, people, about 2024. Okay? There are still going to be. They're probably, I'm thinking they're probably. I'm actually too charitable. I'm actually too charitable. Carl, Rumi, everyone. You know what? She's going to run again in 2024. That's it. That's it. That's going to be part of my message. Because I'm trying to think, well, Democrats will be obliterated. Media will be irrevocably altered. Trump will win again. But they'll just say, look, you know what? It's like love and life. Better to try and fail. You can try again. Hillary 2024. Hillary 2024. She's running again in 2024. I believe she'll be close to 80. Yeah. Yeah. And if not, 2028. But I'm not going to go that far. 2024. Because think about it. Look. If it's not the Russians, she's going to blame either China or she's going to blame other, like maybe extraterrestrials. Who knows who they're going to blame when they lose? I guess 80. Look, you're talking about unbridled ambition. The likes of which we haven't seen since Attila the Hun. Thomas, hello. You're talking about ambition, whereas you and I have normal ambition to try to make a great life for ourselves. We don't really want, unbridled political influence. You're talking about political ambition that cannot be curtailed. You're talking about the golden muumuu. And Madam Cyberhack is running in 2024 as well. So, by then it'll be what? Donald Trump Jr.? And if it's Trump Jr. versus a fourth Clinton, I mean, that'll be tough. That'll be tough. I'm never voting Democrat ever, unless. Well, no, I can't imagine ever voting Democrat. But Justin, hello. Justin Goff, hello. Thank you for always watching. Thank you. Unless, I'm gonna give you a nightmare now. You want a nightmare scenario on par with Clinton winning? Jeb Bush being the Republican nominee in 2024. Oh my God. That'll never happen. I'm just saying. Mika, hello. Thank you for being here for that long. Oh, Mitch, I'm sorry. My eyes are like, Mitch, thank you for being here since 2015. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, everybody. What can I tell you? She won't stop because she can't stop. Nano Horizon. Or could you imagine if it's Mitt Romney, Jeb Bush 2024? Enjoy the nightmares. Oh my God, Romney is hilarious. He's like, I'm just going to go ahead and side with Democrats any chance I get. And maybe Mittens, the great Mittens Romney will get back to the nomination. It's just unbelievable. It really is. They're so clueless. They're so clueless. It's really, It's really, if you look at Biden's Twitter profile, it's hilarious. It makes my old Twitter profile look a million times better. He's like, text Joe to 30330 to 30330. What? That's it. Senator, Vice President, 2020 candidate for President of the United States. Husband of Dr. Biden. Loves ice cream, aviators, and Amtrak. When's the last time you were on Amtrak, Uncle Joe? How about, I don't know, long time. And I love the best is Chris Cuomo. He's like, so wait a second. Why did you speak to the Ukrainians? Oh, Bucolic Buffalo, yes. Jim Jordan 2024. I would totally vote for Jim Jordan. Cuomo's like, did you speak to the Ukrainians about Biden? And he's like, I went and I tried to find out if Biden committed wrongdoing. So you did speak to the Ukrainians about Biden? Huh? Oh my, you just said you did it. It's like, oh my God, this is so ridiculous. Trumpet news. Do you think Biden or his son will be prosecuted? Where will this lead? I don't think anything will happen to Biden or his son. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Trumpet news. Absolutely, positively nothing. I think that he's just not going to win. He's going to either bow out gracefully after, the third primary. He has no intention of winning. Once he leaves, there's no political will to go after him or his son. But, message to the Biden campaign from the Golden Mumu, you should probably just not pretend anymore. The great rapper MC Breed, one of the great musical artists from Michigan, or from the great musical artists, period. He's an amazing rapper in the 90s. MC Breed, he has a song called Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'. And there's no reason to pretend anymore, Biden. There's no reason to pretend. Just Move away so Clinton can run and we can have the matchup we want. Clinton, Trump, rematch, Trump wins again. And Clinton runs again in 2024, 2028, 2032, 2036, 2040. Trump the news, thank you. Jack Perry. Yes, I too think Clinton is running. Not trying to steal your thunder, but I'm glad Romney Ryan never made it. And the John McCain, wow, from that then to now. Yeah, glad Romney Ryan never made it. Yeah, Romney. Oh my God, that's right. It was Romney Ryan. Oh my God, how horrible is that? Oh, it's like, it's like if you took like a sour lemon and you just put it in your mouth, Romney Ryan. Ugh. Ew. Oh my God. You see Paul Ryan with his workout photo? That's hot. That was a really great workout photo. I think it's fantastic. Wow. Kabuki Theater. I love that claymation. That's just the best. The claymation is the best. Oh my goodness. Romney Ryan. Lord. Philip Taylor, it does. Oh man, I have Romney Ryan on me. How'd you get that? It's the locker room. It's disgusting. Romney Ryan. Ugh, get the antibiotics. I got a nasty Romney Ryan. This is great. Donald Trump blames Mitt Romney's 2012 loss on Paul Ryan. I love it. You know what? You look at like the modern comedians of today. They're afraid to talk about anything. Trump is like a better comedian. He is a better comedian than most of the comedians nowadays. He really is. Oh my God. And then they're obsessed, like, yes, it's true. Politico. Oh my God, they're going after. Oh, this is the real corruption of fake. Oh, that's great. It's funny, like, he always has that get off of my lawn look, Biden. Oh, he did. What am I doing? It's earlier today. He did. What am I saying? He did earlier today. Oh, my God. Yes, this is fantastic. Oh, my God. This is so great. Biden always has it. It's like you're not fooling anyone. Just stop. Let Clinton run again, Biden. What are you doing? Okay? Stop. Let Hillary. She's done so much for the country. Clinton is such a fantastic, amazing, wonderful human being. Okay? We know that you fought cornflakes and Wheaties and Special K and Count Chocula and Cocoa Puffs. We love you for what you did. Thank you. Now move out of the way and just be like, you know what? I'm just going to go and find frosted mini wheats and call it a day. Hillary, the stage is yours. That's what we need. First of all, she's going to run. It's just a matter of when. Oh my God, please. It will be the best day in American political history. Yes. Oh my God. She's like, I'm just going to explore. Okay, I'm running. And be like, yes. And then you'll get all the people like, I don't really think she's a good, I don't really like Hello, and I'm not gonna. I don't know. I might not vote for her. You're gonna be a Trumper. You're gonna be a tiki torch Trumper. You're gonna be a Trump supporter. No, I'm not saying that. Oh, yes, you are. You like the tikis, don't you? The tiki torch. No. Then you vote for Hillary, and you like it. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. They should have these, like, it's like Rick Moranis and Spaceballs. They should be like, have the little action figures. And then you'll just have, like, the H.A. Goodman, like, hologram in the background. And the best part will be Jack Perry. I changed them. You gotta vote for Hillary. Make sure that she takes it to the House. Oh, I know. Corey Lewandowski's the man. Oh my God! Can you imagine? I think she should go to the fourth debate just for the humor in it. She'd be like, "Oh my God, Hillary, you survived. You're a gutsy woman. You survived the Russians and the Facebook ads, and the infiltration of the DNC to inform the country that you cheated Bernie, which was election interference when you interfered in the primary." Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. To my super chat, thank you. Ruby, Carl's opinion, thank you. Thank you, everyone. This show was awesome. And you guys and gals made it awesome. Thank you very much. God bless. Be here tomorrow. I'll try to do another live stream tomorrow. I'll try to do one live stream a day. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And have a fantastic evening. Thanks for staying up with me. To people who are watching in other countries, thank you very, very much. See you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you.